See, these belts are your curse. These belts,
I'm responsible.
yeah, these belts are your curse. These are your curse. They're your curse because look at the people around you.
Yes, Devin Haney has a WBC belt as well, world champion. Give him his respect. Once I beat Lopez, I want to end this undisputed stuff because I'm going to go fight Devin Haney straight away. That's who I'm most likely going to be targeting because everyone says they're scared of him. I'm not scared of anybody. So, I want to close that straight away and say, look, this is the undisputed champion, Kambosos.
Breaking news, Teofimo Lopez tells George Kambosos that he wants him to fight Devin Haney next for undisputed because that's the guy he wanted to fight to begin with. Check it out.
Kambosos, what do you think he does next? Who gives him the best fight?
The one I wanted to fight, man, is Haney. You know what I'm saying? He was talking a lot for the longest, so I think that they just got to talk about that and just make the fight happen.
You can see after watching the full interview, which I'm going to leave the link in the description box below. You can clearly see Teofimo Lopez regrets ducking Devin Haney for undisputed and losing out on all of that money he could have made by cherry-picking George Kambosos, then losing to him in the process. At the end of the day, or at least the night, it was all for nothing. All of that lying in order to duck Devin Haney, it did not pay off. It paid less. All Teofimo Lopez accomplished is completely ruin his reputation after his biggest win, then ended up losing to a cherry that ended up biting back. So essentially, Teofimo Lopez is telling George Kambosos, or better yet, advising George Kambosos, not to make the same mistake he made, which is go forward with ducking Devin Haney through the NBF League duck print. That's when that Devin Haney curse will be brought down upon you. I mean, just peep the landscape. Every single fighter that ducked the A-class boogeyman Devin Haney, their career suffered in some type of a way, shape, or form. First, Lomachenko. He ducked his mandatory Devin Haney, just to lose to Teofimo Lopez right after. Second, Gary Russell. He turned down $1.5 million to fight Devin Haney, just to lose to Mark Mixayo for $500,000 right after. Third, Ryan Garcia. He was Devin Haney's mandatory. However, he petitioned not to fight Devin Haney, then clout chased Tank Pacquiao and caught anxiety by doing so. Now, no one takes him seriously because he is the pull-out king. You also have Fortuna. He ducked Devin Haney just to lose to Jojo. Rolly Romero turned down a Devin Haney fight. Now his career is on hold. Last but not least, Teofimo Lopez ducked Devin Haney for undisputed, where he would stand to make more than $4 million in order to cherry-pick George Kambosos for only $2 million. And now today, George Kambosos is on the same path to receive the same fate, as he's doing everything in his power to avoid Devin Haney. I guess George Kambosos forgot that he told Teofimo Lopez that those belts are cursed. Now that same curse is brought down upon him.
See, these belts are your curse. These belts,
I'm responsible.
yeah, these belts are your curse. These are your curse. They're your curse because look at the people around you. Look at the people around you.
Kambosos promised his fans that he either gonna fight Devin Haney next or Lomachenko. Either or. Now, even though it's a darn shame if Kambosos fights Lomachenko while his country is in war, one thing for certain, even if Kambosos ducks the biggest fight at the lightweight division between him and Devin Haney for undisputed, in order to cherry-pick Lomachenko, this is most definitely will be a cherry pick that will go wrong, where the Devin Haney curse will be brought down upon Kambosos. Now, the bad news for Kambosos is that he doesn't even have the luxury to cherry-pick Lomachenko because Lomachenko is currently fighting for peace in his country. Therefore, Kambosos is being forced to be a man of his word to fight Devin Haney in the Super Bowl bout in the undisputed match in his division. Furthermore, it's so ironic that the same man that went out of his way to duck Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, is now telling Kambosos not to end up like him, not to receive the same fate, not to be Teofimo Lopez 2.0, but be a man of your word first, a champion second, and a liar never. You know, there's a saying that history repeats itself, and that can't be any more true. for both Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos. I remember like it was yesterday when Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko. He went on live Instagram a month after where he lied to the public. He lied to his own fans where he said that he's sending both Kambosos and Devin Haney a contract. Whoever gets back with him first, that's who he's fighting.
The end of April, beginning of May is my fight day. Well, my fight month. Against who? We're in the works of it. We're going to throw contracts at Devin. We're going to throw contracts at Kambosos. Whatever we get back with, as long as we find a medium, we all agree on the terms, then that's your fight. They're all going to know. Why you think Devin said April? Everything's already falling into place, ladies and gents. Y'all just got to wait. Y'all so impatient. It's going to come. All of it's going to come. Y'all just got to be patient with it. These things don't come overnight. The end of April, beginning of May, me and Bob Arum, we talking back and forth. We're talking with the other promoters. We're making these deals work. We need a fight, yes. We are going to fight, yes.
Which we ended up finding out it was an absolute lie. To make matters worse, Bob Arum, Teofimo Lopez's own promoter, exposed Teo for lying by stating that he has never sent Devin Haney a contract, and he has no plans of sending Devin Haney a contract, and he does not even know what Teo is talking about. Well, if you had thought that Teofimo Lopez is the last lying champ, yes, in today's age, even champions lie. Even though lying is not a characteristic of a champion. But apparently nowadays, champions such as Kambosos and Teo do lie without a shame. So imagine what kind of message that sends to the youth. Therefore, if you had thought that Teofimo Lopez was the last lying champ, well, you thought wrong, because history repeats itself, and apparently Kambosos is like Teo on steroids when it comes to lying. Just like Teo resorted to lying in order to duck Devin Haney by claiming he sent a contract when he never did, Kambosos, on the other hand, had to use a different tactic. He had to use another lie by stating that he never received an offer from Eddie Hearn, DAZN, or Devin Haney. Kambosos completely lied to the public in order to duck Devin Haney, or justify ducking Devin Haney. But the irony of it all, Kambosos didn't get exposed for lying just by Eddie Hearn and Devin Haney. To make matters worse, Kambosos got exposed for lying by his own promoter Lou DiBella, that they did receive an offer, since both of their lies overlap. Just like when Teo got exposed by his own promoter, Bob Arum. It's really funny how history repeats itself. I remember like it was yesterday when Kambosos told Devin Haney that Teo is not going to fight you. However, after I beat him and make him irrelevant, I will fight you next. Just bring that beautiful WBC belt on the table. Fast forward till today, Kambosos is doing anything and everything but fight Devin Haney next for Undisputed. I guess talk is really cheap, and Kambosos is not a man of his word. We all know your word is your bond. Your word is everything you got. Therefore, if you're not going to keep your word and lie about your word, then you are not a real champion in the people's eyes. Belts doesn't make a champion. A champion makes the belts, which apparently for Kambosos' case, the belts makes Kambosos. Without the belts, Kambosos is nothing. This is what he's telling us. What Kambosos has to realize, if he loses to Devin Haney, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the rainbow. Life still goes on. His career will still continue after the end of the rainbow. In fact, he will gain respect instead of looking like a coward, because a belt don't make a champion, like I said before. Matter of fact, he can come back and fight Lomachenko still, and everybody else at the lightweight division, from Ryan, so on and so forth, because Devin will move up in weight by then. So it's a no-brainer. If Kambosos doesn't fight Devin Haney next, Not only he's telling us he will be officially known as Kambosos, his first name will officially be Kambosos, but also he's telling the whole world he doesn't believe in himself by pulling out of the Super Bowl bout with Devin Haney for undisputed. Who does that? Essentially, Kambosos is telling his own fans, I'm not number one, and I don't believe I'm number one. I'm just keeping these belts hostage to sell them to the highest bidder. And I don't have the cojones to fight Devin Haney. I don't have the cojones to fight the best for the biggest payday and legacy day. I'm not a Spartan warrior. I'm just a pretender. I'm just a Spartan Hollywood actor. That's what I am. That's the top of confession. Kambosos is letting the entire world know if he ducks Devin Haney next for undisputed. Therefore, Kambosos, if you're gonna duck Devin Haney, go ahead, be my guest. What are you waiting for? So we can officially change your name to Kambosos. If not on your birth certificate, at least in the boxing certificate. Either you have cojones or you don't. Either you're gonna fight Devin Haney or you don't. It's not rocket science. Even Stevie Wonder will see you as Kambosos. Last but not least, it's a darn shame. When Kambosos' coach was asked, who you want Kambosos to fight next? Would you guys believe he said Devin Haney?
Who would you want to see him fight next as his coach?
I'd love to see him fight Haney. Just for that, that.
Man, duck season is over. Time for Kambosos to grow some cojones because at this point, he might as well throw them belts away because they don't mean shit if you're gonna lose yourself in them. Even let your own coach down, along with your word, your fans, and your country. What a shame. Like Kambosos said, those belts are cursed. With the facts being laid out, drop your thoughts in the comment section below, subscribe below, and click on the notification bell to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, TV. Peace, and I'm on to the next one.